How's it going, you guys? My name is William, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's topic, I wanted to talk about budgeting. I think budgeting is a very, very beneficial thing. A lot of people, at least when I was growing up, never really talked about budget or how much they made or how much their expenses are or anything like that. So I didn't ever budget when I first got out of job. I kind of just spent, and I obviously knew where my money was going, but I didn't know exactly where. And sure, I could check, my bank account every day to see where it is going. But those are just numbers that I look at. I don't actually, they're not categorized, and I feel like categorizing them and just keeping track of where your money is going is very insightful for yourself and for your budget and for you to be able to save money even if you think you're on a tight budget. So my girlfriend actually made this spreadsheet that we're looking at. Um, hers looks a little bit different. She has different categories. And she gave me this one, and we have separate spreadsheets so that we can more easily check what our spending habits are individually, not as a group. So I'll put the spreadsheet down below um, on some sort of download link so that maybe you guys don't really know how to use Excel, or you don't really feel like you have the time to make a whole spreadsheet just on your budget. And so I get that. And she was kind enough to make me one and herself one as well. So I'll show you how the spreadsheet actually works. So first of all, you have your income right here, and then you have your expenses, and then you have your categories. Your first paycheck, you could rename this to whatever day you got paid. Let's just say like this is a monthly budget, so I have different months based on like my paychecks. So these expenses for April 1st to April 29th are going to be for between those days. So maybe I get paid on like April 10th. Let's say maybe I want to know when I get paid. You can obviously see that in your bank account, but again, really seeing it on like a paper or just seeing it helps reiterate the budget mindset. And then let's say I got paid again on April, I don't know, 27th. And let's just make up numbers. Let's just say our first paycheck was $2,000 and our second paycheck was, let's say, $1,800 for whatever reason. This is just for the video so that we could see how to like actually budget. So our total income is $30,800 for, you could do this with your significant other, or you can do it separately. For now, me and my girlfriend, we do it separately. We find it a little bit easier for now. So right here you can input your rent. So we have a couple columns. We have projected cost, actual cost, and difference. So your projected cost is what you plan to spend on certain things. Certain things like rent and insurance you can't, really lower or higher, or you don't really have a control on it on a day-to-day or month-to-month basis. So we don't have, separate categories for that. So for our rent, let's just say our rent is $1,700 for this video. And then let's say our car insurance is, I'll put $250. Obviously this is going to vary from person to person, but these are my current projected costs, so I'm not going to change those, but you could totally change those on a month-to-month basis. Maybe this month I need more groceries. Maybe this month I have a trip coming up, so maybe I'll spend $140 on gas. And then since I do have a trip coming up, maybe I'll give myself a little bit more room because I won't be home to be able to cook and eat food. Same with entertainment. Maybe if you had a business trip, maybe you want to go to like some museum or something, wherever you're going. So you can adjust these And for me, these are just like my categories, like I said, the ones that I can categorize where my money is going to mostly. Um, so those are the projected costs. And if you see in the middle, our actual cost is all zero. Um, Me and my girlfriend like to fill this out while the month is rolling out. We don't like to go back to last month and figure out what all of our expenses are because that doesn't really help in the moment, right? So we're not going to mess with the actual cost. And then you could see the difference. So let's say our rent we obviously can't control, our car insurance we can't control, but we can control other things. So here in this column, one time you spent $26 at Target. So you can see that our total down here has now changed to 26, and our total in our groceries list has also changed. And we have a difference of $174. So basically we spent $26. We project to spend $200 for between April 1st and April 29th, and that means we still have $174 that we expect to spend. Let's say, you went on your business trip, it was a little bit further than you anticipated, or you had to go to certain areas to attend your meetings, and you weren't anticipating that. Let's say you spent $245 at, you know, you could say wherever you go. Let's just say Shell. Maybe that's the only gas station you could find, or maybe that's your favorite gas station. I don't know. And so just on your business trip, you spent over $104, more than $105, more than you planned to spend. Obviously, that's going to change other things. Maybe you'll have to cut back on other areas. But that's why we have this spreadsheet so that we can see, maybe I don't need that $14 Jack in the Box. And then, me and my girlfriend, we both go out and I pay for us together. So then maybe I spend $22 at Chipotle. And then, let's say again, we go and spend another $23 at, I don't know, In-N-Out for everybody at our house. And then, let's say one day at work, just don't want to make or eat my lunch, or I don't want to get lunch at work. Maybe I go to some fast food place. I spend another $14 at Taco Bell. I mean, so for fast food, we've spent $73, and we would still have a difference of $7. And if you really fill this out and like put the prices and where, I think the where is really what's helpful as well. Because yeah, you could say, oh, I just spent $73 on fast food, whatever. If you like really pinpoint it as to where, you can think back to those days and be like, did I really need that fast food? No, the day at Taco Bell, I could have just eaten at work or had something smaller and cheaper at work. And so I think the putting down the where is very helpful. And not only remembering the days that you did go to those places and spend that money, but it helps you put into perspective of what you don't need. Maybe you didn't need that movie tickets for $32. Um, and then maybe you went to the movies and then you went to, Top Golf, and that was, $70 for you and your significant other, Top Golf. And then, maybe you guys just wanted to hang out again. You went to go, like Ben and Jerry's. So let's say you spent well, that would be food, I guess. So let's say Ben and Jerry's is like $20 or something. So I mean, it really puts into perspective, what do you want to cut back on? Do you want to cut back on your fast food habits? or do you want to cut back on your entertainment habits? Or maybe you had an unexpected, more than projected health cost. Maybe your tooth came out and you had to go to the dentist, and that was $300. And, now you're already over your health cost, your projected cost, and that's really going to make you struggle for the month. You're going to have to really tighten down your budget. And so that's why I think putting out a spreadsheet and budgeting month to month and seeing where your money is going is very useful and helpful, because any of these I could cut out. Let's say next month I don't want to go to Chipotle at all, and I can save some money there. And then obviously you can't cut out your health, but maybe you don't want to go to the movies because even though the movie is good, it's not worth the $32 or whatever. And so you'll start seeing patterns of little areas that you could cut back on, and I think that's very helpful. So like I said before, if you want this spreadsheet, I'll link it in a download link below. You will need a computer to use it, but you could totally edit it to your personal needs, rename these, add some more, maybe you have some kids, anything like that. And I hope it really does help you budget. It helped me budget and helped me realize where my food went, and my money went, and I stopped paying so much for fast food and started to eat more at home and making own dinners and whatnot. And I think it's really helpful. So let me know down in the comments below if it helped you, or if you never thought about budgeting or putting it on a spreadsheet, and just let me know how it went for you. I'd really like to know. So thank you guys again for watching,